Trump just announced $1,000 to $2,000 stimulus checks in what he is calling distributions or dividends to the people of America. In fact, I have this video clip right here, which I will be playing for you in just a second, so you can see and hear for yourself exactly what the president is saying and exactly what he said about these $1,000 to $2,000 payments to us, the people of America. I'm going to play this in just a second. The president just said this in an interview, and I want to point out the details for you here in this short video. Now, before I play this, I want to point out a couple of really interesting things that are going on. This is now the third instance so far this year, since January, where he has indicated his support and he has endorsed the idea of sending out money to us, the people, in the form of a rebate, a dividend, a distribution, whatever you want to call it. This is a very interesting situation. In not that many months, 9 months, we've already heard 3 different instances where he has supported this idea. Now, I'm going to play this clip for you. It's only 1 minute long. It's 1 minute. Please listen to the whole thing. The reason I'm going to give you the whole clip is so you have context to the conversation. If I just chopped out the little part where he talks about the $1,000 to $2,000, it wouldn't really have context. But rather, I want you to hear the whole thing. It's only a minute long. We're going to play it. I'm going to let you hear it, and then afterward, I'm going to come back, and we're going to talk about what the president said and some other details around this. Now, quick side note, if you're currently on Medicare, now that we're in October, you got that phone number right there. Make sure to call that. It is 100% for free to make sure that your Medicare plan still exists for the new year. A lot of plans are being eliminated and going away, and also making sure that you are on the best plan for your personal needs and situation for the new year. Thousands and thousands of people have already called that. A lot of people saving a ton of money, hundreds and thousands of dollars. Make sure to call them. All right, let's pop this video clip up right here. Here's the president. Listen to this, please, and I'll come back in about 1 minute, and we'll talk through the details.
Your tariffs are going to be over $1 trillion a year, in my opinion. We're going to do something. We're looking at something where, number one, we're paying down debt because people have allowed the debt to go crazy. But, you know, with growth, with the kind of growth we have now, the debt is very little, relatively speaking. You grow yourself out of that debt. It's not a question of paying it. You grow yourself out. And the numbers are so much bigger than they ever were. The numbers we have now are bigger than they ever were. So when you have $36 trillion in debt a year ago or 2 years ago, and you have a lot less revenue coming in, then you have 37 or 38. It's not 38 yet, but it will be. And the numbers are so much bigger. All of a sudden, 38, you're under-levered, whereas for 36, you were highly levered. We're not highly levered anymore. Now, with that being said, we'll pay back debt, but we also might make a distribution to the people, almost like a dividend to the people of America.
How much are you thinking for that, sir?
Well, we're thinking maybe $1,000 to $2,000. Be great.
All right, there it is. You heard it for yourself. The president did say at the very end of that clip right there, they are thinking about a distribution to the people of America. And then the host said, "How much are you thinking, sir?" And the president replied, between $1,000 and $2,000 in the form of these dividends or distributions. Now, I want to point something out super fast. You might be thinking, but wait, what's a dividend? What's a distribution? Think of it this way. Stimulus check, rebate. Again, it's just a different name. There's like 17 different things we could call these. It's literally a stimulus. It doesn't matter what the name is. I've said this for years. Who cares what the name is? The name has nothing to do with it. It's literally money coming back to us. Now, where would the money come from? Here's what's super interesting about this. He was talking about tariffs, right? So the first 45 seconds or whatever of the clip here, he was talking about tariffs. He believes that they're going to bring in $1 trillion of tariff revenues. That's nuts. In fact, in the last 2 months, I just read a report on this yesterday. In the last 2 months alone, the United States has brought in $66 billion in tariff revenues. That's running a rate of, $33 billion a month. That's more than $1 billion a day that this country is bringing in right now from tariff revenues. That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible. That's so much money, right? Anyway, we're currently on the pace right now to eclipse $350 billion in tariff revenues in this country, okay? So to send out $1,000 or $2,000 to a specific group of the population, well, honestly, it would cost quite a bit of money, but it would still be a fraction of the total $350 billion that they're projecting to bring in through tariff revenues in basically a 1 year period of time. Okay? Very interesting. And again, you heard me say this before I played the clip here from the president. Before I played this, you heard me say this. This is now the third instance this year in the last 9 months that the president has literally come out and endorsed a $5,000 Doge dividend. That was back in February. Back in the end of July or early August, the president came out and endorsed a rebate to us. And then literally the next day we had Josh Hawley, a senator, who came in and introduced the American Worker Rebate Act of 2025, distributing $600 rebate payments. Okay, the president endorsed that as well. And now he's literally the one saying it, $1,000 to $2,000 rebate, or actually he didn't say rebate, he said distribution or dividend to the people of America. Okay, very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. This is now the third instance. Okay, we got to look into that. I mean, here's the thing. I had a video the other day and I was talking about this. In my opinion, this is honestly super important to pay attention to. Listen to what they're talking about. Are they really discussing this? If not, then why they keep saying it? They've said it 3 times now. I don't know. I find that to be very, very important. And again, too, are they maybe just baiting the hook leading up to, the midterms next year? Maybe. I don't really care. I'm saying bait me all you want, right? If they're going to send us $1,000 or $2,000, I feel like, hey, come on, bait me all you want. I'm good with that, okay? If you give me $1,000 or $2,000 in the form of a rebate, a dividend, a distribution, a stimulus, I'm fine with being baited a little bit, okay? I'm totally fine with that. I'm not sure how other people feel, but me personally, I'm cool with that. Not a problem, right? We can see through the smoke and mirrors. Everybody here in this community, you know, I break it all down for you in these videos. You know what is actually going on right now with this whole situation. Anyway, and by the way, quick side note, a couple days ago, I was out in a separate live stream, and I also indicated, hey, the president came out and talked about distributing money back to farmers as well. I literally said that in a live stream. Now, this one is not specifically about farmers, but my point being is that it just hit the wire yesterday as well. They're going to be distributing about $10 billion to farmers, okay? Point being is that they're very, very comfortable with the idea of sending out some of this money in the form of stimulus, rebates, distributions, dividends, whatever you want to call it, to us as a result of this tariff revenue coming in. That would be a very popular thing, because right now the tariffs are not honestly all that popular because we are the ones paying them. But if they give us a cut of that money, I feel like, come on, ratchet up the tariffs. More tariff revenue means more money for us in the form of a distribution. So it may become one of these things that's very unpopular, the tariffs, to all of a sudden being a very popular thing, because the higher the tariffs, the higher the tariff revenue, the higher the distribution back to us in the form of a stimulus. Now you've taken something that is very unpopular to something that is now very popular. Make sense? Interesting, right? Anyway, drop your comments down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this whole thing. Let me know. I will continue to be here for you by your side, and I will continue to keep you posted on all of this. And again, if you are one of the 70 million people out there currently on Medicare, now that we are currently in October, right here, right now, call them. Seriously, do yourself a huge favor. Call them. It's 100% free. You can see it right there. Free Medicare help. Free Medicare help. The phone number's right there. Call them. Talk to them. Make sure that your plan still exists for the new year and you have the best plan that is across the entire country for you and your personal situation. Plans change. There's over 20,000 plans across the country, a lot of which are changing. Please do yourself a huge favor. Thousands and thousands and thousands of you here in the community have already called them, and a lot of people saving a lot of money, hundreds and thousands of dollars. All right, anyway, drop your comments down below. By the way, after you talk to them right there, you will talk to a real human, but after you do talk to them, drop a comment down below. Use the word chapter within your comment. Let me know how it goes, and I'd love to give you a shout out and feature you in an upcoming video. All right, please subscribe if you're new here. Otherwise, stay tuned. I'll be here for you no matter what. I'll keep you posted along the whole way with any new developments on this. Again, please subscribe. Stay tuned. It is a very busy time of year right now. I'll be here for you right by your side no matter what. That's my promise. Enjoy your day. Take care.